In today's Hardcore Minecraft video, I'm going to go annoy a load of villagers by transforming their village from ugly to pretty. My name's Smallishbeans and I'm terrible at Hardcore Minecraft, so welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft. So far though, we've survived 504 days and 91 real-life hours. These videos take a lot of time, so if you please subscribe as we're trying to hit 10 million in the next week. They say it can't be done, and it probably can't, but let's give it a go. So our area over here is looking very dense, but just yonder, the hill, we have this very ugly-looking village here, with villagers who also look ugly when stood next to me. It's in a very awkward place with these weird, floaty, watery bits here, so we're gonna give it a transformation. However, before we can do that, we need to link it up to our area, and we're gonna link it up to our path here from our cave transformation. So let's start by getting some gravel and some dirt to make coarse dirt. And I can already tell you this isn't going to be enough, so let's go get more gravel. Unfortunately, the nearest gravelly biome is 4,000 blocks away, so once I found it, I decided to get 2 full shulkers worth. We don't need this much, but we got it anyway. We also need some spruce slabs, so I'm just going to chop some wood quickly. And now all we have to do is get placing the blocks. And rather than make a straight path, I decided to make it all winding and stuff, and I also used some gravel and made some path blocks with my shovel to make the texture a little bit more interesting. And although this is looking nice and windy leading to our village over here, there could still be some more detail. Also, I way overestimated how much coarse dirt I would need. So let's quickly get ourselves some oak leaves, plus some sweet berries, and also some stone walls. And we'll use a mixture of these to do some detailing. That's looking a little bit better, but let's add some lighting on so mobs don't spawn. And we're going to do a very simple design on top of these walls here with some fences, a slab, a trapdoor, and then a lantern. Alright, it's looking way better now, but whilst I was walking over to this village, I noticed something. Wouldn't it look great having some windmills here? Just 3 windmills in these spots right here. Yeah, that'd look good. I know this is meant to be a village transformation, but those windmills would look really good. Surrounded by wheat fields as well. Oh, let's do some distraction building. So let's gather up some of our favorite materials, including spruce, and some calcite, some stripped dark oak. Gosh, I hope my axe lasts enough to get all I need. And of course, some birch wood as well. Oh gosh, my axe. Maybe I should distract myself and build an XP farm instead. Yes, I need some oak as well. We only have to get one more type of wood, and unfortunately, it's mangrove. Gosh, I hate these things. And finally, we need a few other things like some sand for concrete, a few flowers, a load of white wool. And last, like usual, we have to go to the Nether to get some shroom light. And that's all you need to build 3 windmills. Of course, I forgot a material from the Nether, and that is quartz. I've not had to use this for building so far, but I guess it's good for fixing our tools with all the XP it gives. So we're basically going to build this windmill identically 3 times. Here you go, fella. And for the bottom layer, we're going to be using some calcite and some dark oak, but also some spruce and some mud brick walls around the exterior. One of my favorite things to do is use campfires as little like window ledge type things. And I've been trying to use more glazed terracotta in my builds recently just because they're so colourful. Also inside each of the windmill, we're going to have this design here to represent the part where the flour gets ground up. For the second layer, we're going to use some white concrete instead of calcite this time and finish off this spruce pattern we have going on the outside. And then the layer up from that, we're going to use some dark oak planks and dark oak wood for something a little different. And we bring the dark oak all the way up to the top here. And then we use some mangrove for the roof. And voila, we have our building. Obviously, it's missing something. And that is, of course, the most important part, the blade, which puts the wind in the windmill. Now all we need is another 2, and then we can get planting wheat. I promise I'm going to transform the village. I promise. Just not yet, though, as I want to build another 2 windmills, which are, of course, identical like I said earlier. But as distractions go, this is a good one, as all 3 windmills make a very nice background for our village. Beautiful. Oh, it's perfect. It looks so good. I've missed a trapdoor on that one. Boop. Now it's perfect. Look at it. Oh, I think they look really good. They are all like identical, but I don't think that matters because we're about to surround them with wheat fields and it's going to look glorious. This is going to be a long time lapse, and I'm not going to use this hoe as it's going to break. Instead, we're going to buy a couple from our toolsmith here. First, though, we're going to separate off each of these fields. Lovely. Now what we need to do is clear out these wheat fields until we've got a lot of seeds. Here's a before and after. Let's hope this is all the seeds we need. I think we started this on day 23 of the distraction, and hoeing all these fields and adding all the water in definitely added way more to that. We also planted every seed, including the field that I forgot right here at the end. Oh, and this field here was too lumpy, so I filled it with berry bushes. Oh boy, does this make our journey down to the village ever so nicer. Plus, it's gonna make a great background for the village. What we need now is for the wheat to grow so it doesn't look so ugly. But after our little distraction, our tools are looking a little bit worse for wear. And this has become an increasing problem for me. I have no real way of getting XP right now. Yes, I have this spider farm I built really early on, but as you can see, it's pretty slow. To fix all my tools, it would take me probably about 2 hours. So we're going to build one of my favorite XP farms for quickly getting XP. Yes, I know this is another distraction. I've already spent 5 hours on this video, and we haven't even started what I want to start. But this is going to make my life so much easier in the future. And luckily, I have every material I need except for a name tag. So I guess I'll have to trade up my villagers so I can buy one. Oh, but I've got no emeralds. But this is where my 369 cows killed and sugarcane harvested can help me out. But of course, it always ends up with me farming my crops. But there we go, a name tag. That should be everything. Let's go to the end. So let's hop into the portal, where first things first, we need to kill some Endermen. As we need a load of ender pearls. This is terrifying, by the way, but that should be plenty. So we're going to be following a tutorial by Mortings for this. And we start by building out loads of blocks with leaves. Then we got to build the platform where we'll kill them. Then we got to add some hoppers in. I forgot a material. I'm going to get it later. It doesn't matter right now. Anyway, we need to put some carpets on here because the Enderman will fall onto this and we don't want the XP getting stuck in these. We're going to add another square on top of this platform here so that the Enderman can't spawn in down here. And then place carpet like this on top of it to stop Enderman spawning on this one as well. I've now got to make 13 rings like this to direct the Enderman onto our killing platform. I think that's 13. I tried to count them in the chat. Now I've got to build a big square. And this one we want the Enderman to spawn on. So I can't be certain, but I'm pretty sure the spawning platform is working. Subscribe for more jokes. I have forgot another material though, like an idiot. So this one I actually have to go back for. And this time I should hopefully have everything. This is considerably more stressful now. Endermen are already jumping off. Now we have to add the endermite in, which these guys... Oh, they're just stealing my blocks. Oh, stop stealing my block. Like I was saying, now we have to put the endermite in so that they all come this way. Uh-oh. I've looked at one. Let's just fly away. And now I have to spawn an endermite in without dying. Just got to keep an eye on their health. Hey, there we go. Ow. Now all we have to do is name it. Ow. Name it. And get in the minecart, you stupid. There we go. And that's the farm complete. Why is it not letting me break blocks? What is going on? All right, lovely. That should be the farm complete. Let's head down. Hopefully we should have loads of Endermen in here. Haha. Also, now we can add the dropper in, except I've added it the wrong way up like an absolute moron. Oh, gosh. Can I pick this up? Yes. Well, there we go. All sorted now, apart from that clicking's really annoying. And now we can fix all our tools. And you'll see all the ender pearls are getting thrown out into the void. But that's fine, because I can just take loads out of the hoppers if I need to. And just like that, all our tools are fixed. But let's get some extra XP as well, just to be safe for the future. Okay, 31 days later, we should probably start talking about this village. Now there's going to be a few steps to this project. And step number 1 is try and gather all the villagers up. So let's make a load of beds for absolutely no reason, as I should have just picked the ones up from the village. And let's dig a big hole underground and see if we can lure these villagers down here. Hopefully without getting any of them killed. Yes, go into my hole, friend. Ow, what the heck? The iron shovel did loads of damage. Sorry, but not you. That'll be enough for now. We can always breed more in the future. And now for stage 2, demolition. I'm so sorry, guys, but you should have got in the hole. Because I'm about to demolish your entire village and everything you've known and loved. But for me, it's ugly, so I'm really sorry. I'll build you a new one soon. I also cleared out all this horrible terrain under the lake as well. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone. It took a long time, but it's gone. And the entire village is sat in these 6 shulkers here. The transformation may need a few more shulkers, though. Now, as you can see from these remaining paths here, the village was spread out across 2 sections. However, for this project, I want to keep the villagers fairly contained. I'm going to allow them to wander free just within the village. So to make it simpler, we're going to stick to this side. However, we need a way to get across. So let's build a bridge over to there and also finish off this pathway down and maybe clean up some of these old ugly paths on the way. So let's gather up some spruce wood plus some granite, and with all this we can link ourselves up. Now we're carrying on the theme of the path we built earlier. As you can see here, lots of coarse dirt, gravel and some leaves. I also started clearing up some of the paths over here, and then I built the bridge across, made mostly from granite and some spruce. And just like that, we have our way across. And also, there's still some space here for future projects or just some trees. But now for the village. And oh boy, we've got a lot to do. Also, is this villager? Is he wanting to, you know, come down to these lovely beds down here? Oh, you are. Hello. Make your way. Make your way, my friend. Good. So we're going to be building the majority of the village up here. However, there's a little space down here for some other stuff, which we're going to start with. Also, this guy might have to move. Let's be very careful, but kill him off. And while we're collecting the materials for this first section, let's talk about what the purpose of this village is going to be, and also add in a cheeky little message to ask you to subscribe. What's the purpose, Joel? The purpose is to get masons, as we don't have masons yet, and they're really useful for trading quartz, bricks, and lots of other materials as well, and you don't have to worry about converting them into zombie villagers and then back to get good trades, as their base trades are pretty good as it is, as you can see here. We're going to also throw in a couple of farmers as well, and one of them will appear in this area here. Let's build our first house and also some other stuff. The other stuff includes a way to get up to where the main village is going to be. But you can see here we got building our first house, and the style we're going to be building in is this one here. Some smooth sandstone, some spruce and mangrove roofs. I also put in the little area for farming and a tree for decoration. And this here is the way we will enter the village, although most of the time we'll probably just fly in. But from here on out, I've tried to make this villager proof. No villager should be able to escape. They can't open gates. They can't go through here, I don't think. Can the children go through that gap? I don't know. And there's no blocks that they can climb to get out. And this house here, you may see pop up a couple more times, as I wanted to have one sort of default village house, and this is what we went for. We've got a double bed inside, we've got a fireplace, and we've got a stone cutter, so 2 villagers can live here. I'll also be placing stone cutters throughout, just to make sure we've got plenty of masons. However, up here you can see there's a hopper for a farmer to do some farming. I won't be harvesting these, the farmer will though. There's also a little pen down here where we are going to put a horse, or maybe 2 horses. Let's see how many saddles we have. Oh, just 1. Okay. I believe, yes, there's some horses here. Let's tame up this one. A nice stallion. Will you be my stallion? No. No. Yes. Let's place our diamond horse armor and a saddle on them, and we'll call them Dingleberry Dan. Oh, he's a speedy boy. And Dingleberry Dan is most likely never going to leave his pen, but we gave him lots of hay, so he should live a happy life. In you go, Dingleberry Dan. Please don't die. Anyway, for the next part of this plan, we are going to place down all the pathways on this upper section here. Meaning all the coarse dirt, which luckily we have plenty left over from earlier. Also, I'm sad we missed day 555 in our time lapse, so let's celebrate it now. Yay. Okay, back to work. And although this time-lapse took 20 minutes and makes sense to me, it looks like a complete mess from above. So let's make it not a mess, shall we, by starting to add in some buildings. Now this is going to be our center here, but we're going to start on just the outside here, where we're not going to be placing any masons. Instead, we're going to have some farmers. For this series, I thought, you know what, let's not build an automated storage system, as they take a long time, and are a pain to build. However, I'm regretting that now. Maybe we'll upgrade in the future. Don't you hate it when you want to film a time-lapse because you got all your materials and you didn't have to collect anything other than one shroom light from the nether, but it's raining? Yeah, me too. Let's wait it out by having a quick look at our windmills. Oh yeah, they look nice. Go away, rain, and let me build my farmhouse. Now, this building is not impressive whatsoever, so don't be impressed. But we did add some farmland next to it, which is also not impressive, so don't be impressed. However, the point of this farmhouse is just to hold 2 villagers. We've got 1 compastor here and 1 there, and they will provide food for the village. In my mind, villagers aren't clever enough to actually do that. But everything we've built so far has just been on the outskirts. It's now time to build the actual village itself. And rather than just gathering the materials for each little build at a time, I'm going to go gather all the materials. So let's go do that now. Normally I collect the exact amount of materials I need, but for this I just sort of collected a general amount. Also, look how cool this mangrove tree looks. I bone milled all the saplings next to each other. It looks really cool. Anyway, I'm probably going to miss some materials, but we're getting all the basic ones I need, including a load of spruce wood, a load of stripped spruce wood, a bit of calcite, which I can't remember what it's for, but I'm sure it's for something, plus some other materials such as tuff, where I accidentally spawned the warden, but luckily I flew away just as he was spawning. I also got some sandstone, some shroomlight, the usual stuff I like to build with, as well as some bricks traded from our mason down in the village below. Oh, I'm not sure if this is everything. We're probably going to need more stuff, but there's probably the basics here to get us going. Let's start with the entrance of the village, which is going to go right here. And I wanted to do something diagonal, as it's always fun to do different shapes and sizes when you're building lots of individual little buildings like this, and this one's not so little. Haha, the entrance to our village. We're going to decorate it with a bit more detail later, but for now, this is good. This isn't a building that people will go in. As you can see, there's nothing inside it, but it's more there just to welcome you into the village where the masons will be. Speaking of this building, there's actually a building that attaches to it here, and we're going to call this building the storehouse, as we may store some stuff here in the future. Slightly different to the buildings we've had so far, but still similar in some ways. Let's get building it. So for this building, it's only really stone bricks we use because I wanted to get across that this is a mason's village and masons use a lot of stone in their stuff. Lovely jubbly. Inside this beast we have, as you can see, lots and lots of stone cutters and lots of chests as well for storing stuff in, as well as a staircase up here to a lovely balcony where we can see our windmills and the rest of the village. But let's not stop yet. We're going to build ourselves another one of these little buildings here, as well as a castle. The Mason Castle, where they produce the majority of our materials. And the house behind it is just a cute little house where a couple of villagers live. But first, this castle, which is once again built out of stone bricks, as you know, masons and all that, and it's got a mangrove roof to match the top of the other roofs we've got going, and then I finished off the house, which you've seen before. From this still here, this is starting to look like a village. I really like how hidden away this house is here. Sorry, iron golems, you can't come in. And yes, there's still bits missing, like the beds in here, and there's a bit of decoration out here we're missing. And I'm also just working on making sure the villagers can't escape. You can see here, there's no place they can get out, hopefully. And we're more than halfway through now. All we have to do is build another building here, a building here, a building there. It sounds like a lot when I say it like this. Let's just shut up and get on with it. I want these villagers to have a home. So we started off by building that house we've built many times before. Then we got building another building which has a tower, as I wanted to add a bit more height to the village. This building once again has more stone cutters in it, and also on the top floor a nice set of beds. And I realized I didn't show you the interior of here yet, which has just got loads of different stone cutters in it and looking nice. And this one, it is the same as before. You don't need to see that. But the next two buildings are a bit different. This one here is going to be a ruins, but before we build the ruins, we've got to build the manor house. This is where the mayor of this village will live. And who's the mayor of this village? I don't know, we haven't chosen them yet. But what we have chosen is their lovely house here, complete with a little bit of a front garden, as well as plenty of space inside. Also, they're a bit further away, so some nice peace and quiet. And it's looking very mannerly indeed. However, the interior is not. Let's fix that. Let's start with a checkerboard floor, then some oak stairs up to the next layer, and some oak slabs for the floor, and a little bridge across the doorway here to make it a sort of balcony. And we're actually going to add a third floor here and double up the oak slabs as a ceiling. And we're going to add a ceiling on the top floor as well. And let's add some final details in, like chests. And just like that, we've got loads of beds for villagers up here, as you can see, and some storage down below. Now for the final building, which is some ruins. This is a building that was maybe a temple in the past, but it's gone to ruin, but the village was built around it, and they haven't been bothered to update any of the other buildings. And if you're wondering how I designed this ruin, I basically made a tower and then I ruined it by destroying bits of it, making it a ruin. Our village has got all of its buildings in. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. But I know what you're thinking, Joel. Surely this is not it. There's just random patches of just nothing everywhere. And you're right. We're going to add in the final details, which are just loads of random little bits and bobs. And rather than time-lapse this, as it's kind of just a bit weird, here's a before from the sky with me just running around like a little madman. Oh, look at me go. And there's still me running around. But as you can see, a lot has changed. Made more clearly so from when you're down here. For one, we've got this central bit here with the bell and this sort of amethyst crystal as a bit of, I don't know, magic, I guess. We've also got some trees added in with flower fields, pumpkins put around, some more, little details around another tree here. Loads of rose bushes and stuff everywhere to make it look all nice. All we need now is to add the villagers. So let's let them loose. Come on, boys and girls. You won't need these anymore. Go find a bed. The sun is going down. Look, all your friends have gone and found beds. There's so many other beds everywhere. Why would you come in here? Oh, these villagers are silly. Oh. Okay. Note to self, villagers are dumb and don't know how to get past trapdoors. Guess we'll take these off. Maybe that'll help. Lovely. But it's good that they're finding the beds. Oh, there's going to be life in this village. It's lovely. Let's sleep and watch them all leave their buildings, hopefully, and come to life. Come on, guys. Come out and have some fun out here, guys. I'm hoping now I should be able to give them all carrots. Take these, and we should be able to breed them up. Come on, gang. Breed. Maybe they need more carrots. Would you want more carrots? Would that make you make babies? I genuinely have no idea why they aren't breeding. There's plenty of beds around. They haven't even tried. The only problem now is we need emeralds to be able to trade with them. I guess that'll have to wait till next time, though. Go on. Go on. Do it. Do it. It's working. Oh, that makes me so happy. You have no idea. It's alive. Yes. Go find a bed, little one. Trapdoors make villagers dumb, though, I've realized. But go to sleep, little fella. Go to sleep. The village is a success. Look at that. We have built so much today. And I've used about 9 stacks of rockets, so I'm going to AFK my gunpowder farm a bit. So if we look at our statistics, we're now up to 4.53 days, which is 109 hours. And we're about to reach day 600 as well. This means we have made it further than we've ever made it in hardcore before. So I could die now and we will have accomplished one of our goals. However, I have so much more stuff that I want to complete. And our area from up here, look at this. Look at what we've done so far. It is looking great. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment, subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you another time. Goodbye.